Morning again, Jaguars. It is now Tuesday. There's snow on the ground still. Maybe. Never mind. Good morning, Jaguars. It is Tuesday. Welcome back to the Jaguar Student News. Would you please join me in the recitation of the pledges? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now, the Roar Pledge. I will be prepared, productive, and trustworthy. Go Jaguars. I will be positive, polite, and kind. Go Jaguars. I will learn, practice, and succeed. Go Jaguars. I will respect myself, my school, and everyone around me. Go Jaguars. Jaguars roar. And we're back. Welcome back to the Student News, Jaguars. Today is a Tuesday. And what news do we have for you? Oh, your re-enrollment forms. They were sent to your parents digitally. They are due back February 19th. They do it all on the computer online. And if they turn that in by February 19th, you, whether you say you're coming back or not, just let us know. And you will get a free Classwork pass that you can use now and into the future for this year. So go ahead and make sure that they get that filled out and let us know. And what else? It is Tuesday, so normally we would check in Mr. Barometer yesterday, but we didn't have school because of President's Day, so let's see what he has in store for us today.
Hi kids, it's Mr. Barometer with your weekly weather forecast. So if you hadn't heard already, it's gonna snow a lot. And maybe even like 12 inches of snow. But some people are saying it's like gonna be like the blizzard of 78. You weren't alive then probably, but I was, and it was really snowy. Mr. McClellan made a little clip about the blizzard. Roll it.
It came with little warning. Two massive winter storms of intense low pressure were about to collide over Ohio and much of the Midwest. But Toledo appeared to be near the bullseye. That storm was the Great Blizzard of 1978. By dawn on Thursday, January 26, 1978, the worst fears were coming to fruition.
And clearing those residential streets in Toledo is on the way. At noon today, the Small Vehicle Snow Plow Brigade was mobilized. Toledo 11's Judy Krause reports.
With most of the city's 625 miles of residential streets looking like this, impossible and impassable, officials in the city's Streets, Bridges, and Harbors Division started signing up small snowplow operators over the phone. About 60 called in for work. Their names were put on a list, and then they waited to be called. The private contractors will be paid $30 an hour, and they were assigned specific areas of the city to plow.
There's over 120 routes, so it looks right now like we'll have each operator covering about 3 routes apiece if we don't get any more volunteers.
How many miles is that?
Each route is approximately 5 miles.
And you also have some contractors with large equipment, right?
The larger private contractors are out on the main streets like Alexis Road and Detroit and so forth, clearing drifts, yes.
How many of those do you have?
We have 9 contractors, and the last I heard we had 14 pieces of equipment out.
City officials are, of course, hoping that the work of their own employees and the efforts of the private contractors will get the streets cleared, the residential ones too, and get Toledoans once again on the move. I'm Judy Krause, Toledo 11 News with the Mini King.
By Monday, January 30th, people started emerging like groundhogs blinking in the daylight. Area residents emerged from their burrows Monday, shook themselves, and began venturing forth. Most admitted to cabin fever, adding that they were up to here with cold, kids, and togetherness.
Well, thanks, Mr. McClellan. Well, that's something to look forward to.
And we're back, and at it's still Black History Month, and I'm still cranking out these Black History Month segments, and I have another fresh one for you right now. So let's go ahead and roll that clip in 3, 2, 1. Born in 1942, her technical abilities were evident from an early age, and her parents always encouraged her to continue to aim higher with her educational aspirations. That woman was Christine Darden. After attending Hampton University and Virginia State College, she was hired as a data analyst at Langley Research Center. Darden was promoted to the role of aerospace engineer and eventually led the development of the sonic booms research program and became the first African American appointed to the highest rank at NASA Langley Research Center. Darden also served as technical consultant on numerous government and private projects and is the author of more than 50 publications in aerospace engineering. And we're back. Oh, and also, in addition, normally we have Snyder's History Hangout, but we didn't have school yesterday, so we have another Snyder's History Hangout clip. So let's see what happened this week in history. Roll the clip.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Snyder's History Hangout. To begin, let's go over last week's History Help Answer. On February 14th, 1929, what became known as the St. Valentine's Day Massacre occurred in Chicago, as members of the Bugs Moran gang were gunned down by mobsters posing as police officers. These imposters were members of this infamous mob leader's gang. He was eventually imprisoned in Alcatraz for income tax evasion. Who was he? The correct answer is Al Scarface Capone. Congratulations to those of you who emailed me the correct answer. So this week in history, this happened. On February 15th, 1820, Susan B. Anthony was born in Massachusetts. A pioneer in the women's rights, she worked tirelessly for women's suffrage and in 1872 was arrested for voting illegally in the presidential election. She was commemorated in 1979 with the Susan B. Anthony dollar coin, thus became the first American woman to have her image on a U.S. coin. Before leaving office, President Trump issued Anthony a pardon. However, the executive director of the National Susan B. Anthony Museum and House in Rochester, New York, rejected the pardon, stating that Anthony would not have wanted to be pardoned because the activist did not think she had done anything wrong. To learn more about Susan B. Anthony, click on the link in the comments below. So now I need some history help. On February 20th, 1962, this astronaut from Ohio became the first American launched into orbit. Traveling aboard the Friendship 7 spacecraft, he reached an altitude of 162 miles and completed 3 orbits in a flight lasting just under 5 hours. He was the third American in space, and his successful flight showed the Russians that the Americans had caught up to them in the space race. Who was he? If you think you know the answer, email it directly to me at snyder@horizontoledo.org for a sweet history helper surprise that comes in the mail. Thanks everyone. See you next week.
And that's our show, everybody. I hope that you have a wonderful week and stay safe. And as always, remember your Roar Core values. Remember to follow them: responsible behavior, outstanding attitude, achieve greatness, and respect everyone. Go Jaguars! Jaguars roar! 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 Roar!